Hello everyone, my name is Hussain Yahya, and today I will be presenting the assignment 1 of digital forensics. So let's just get started. Basically, my part was related to the introduction and the objectives for this project. So if I introduce this subject, basically all the organizations, no matter if it's small or large, everyone collects data that some people can get their hands on for no reason. So they will manage the data, they will access your data without your permission. If your organization uh, think this has happened, you will probably want to shut down everything. So however, doing so without a plan can destroy evidence about what had happened. So preservation of evidence is very important. You have to check if the evidence has been changed, if there has been if any tampering has been done with the evidence. So you have to preserve the evidence as it was collected from the crime scene or the incident. So we want to find out if there really was a security breach and how the person who did it go into your system. You also want to know that how they took control of the system and keep all information in case we need to take it further. So the main goal of this investigation is to determine if there was a breach of an unauthorized access or any data leakage, and we would rule out any alarming situation that was there, such as any misconfigured permissions or any insider threat or any unauthorized USB was plugged in or things like that. We would create a timeline of events to understand what happened and how long it was unnoticed. Also, we would keep the evidence safe in a way that is acceptable in the court and to make sure that it is trustworthy. We would give the results and advice to the management of the small to medium enterprise, and we took some evidences as well. We are not guessing anything, we took some evidences, and according to Kent and others in 2006, digital forensics is about using science to identify, collect, examine and analyze data while keeping it safe and secure. So we need to protect the evidence, we need to analyze it properly, and then we can make any decision. So if we go into the incident description, here is what we know about the incident so far. So basically we are working with a small to medium sized enterprise in Malaysia that thinks it had a cyber incident with possible data leakage and unauthorized access to its system, and our digital forensics response team was called in to help. We think that there might have been a breach with what has happened so far, and the management of the organization saw someone logging in one of the shared servers, and then they took out some important data of the client, which was related to the billing and the other sensitive information. And given these circumstances, here is what we think might have happened next. So it looks like there was a sign of security incident inside the organization, and this could possibly affect the employees and everyone working in the organization, and this could also uh, connect dots to insider threats, as someone inside the organization might be involved in this cybersecurity incident. So we will look at the system and the server logs, such as the login and logout records. We would access the timestamps, we would access all the failed login attempts that were made, and we would make sure that what attempts like phishing attempts or any suspicious attachments were sent to the organization, if there was any network traffic which was causing any threat to the system, or it might have been leaked or would have made the system worse. So we would also check if any like removable, such as USB devices were attached, and any data was stolen in that way as well. And cloud storage and file sharing activity logs and everything, we would go into details for that. And as I will explain later, finding the sources of data early on is very crucial, because that was what a proactive approach would be, to find the data and act accordingly And by securing these data sources before they are changed or overwritten, we are taking this first step towards collecting and preserving the evidence when our digital forensic response team starts the formal investigation. So that was my part uh, in this project. It is related to introduction and the objectives for this project. And my name is Hussain Yahya, and my ID is 202505010369. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.